Pluck this little flower and take it, delay not. I fear lest it droop and drop into the dust. It may not find a place in thy garland, but honor it with a touch of pain from thy hand and pluck it. I fear lest the day end before I am aware, and the time of offering go by. Though its color be not deep and its smell be faint, use this flower in thy service, and pluck it while there is time. Let's see the summary of this song. In this song, the poet pleads God for a swift embrace into his divine presence. Filled with anxiety, the poet fears that his love may fade or wither away like a flower as it ages, eventually mingling with the dust of mortality. Tagore requests God to act without delay, for time is fleeting. Though the poet understands that he may not find a place on God's very bosom like a garland adorning his form, he yearns for the honor of being summoned to God's divine presence. Even the pain of death would be esteemed if it were bestowed by God's merciful hand. The poet anxiously anticipates the prospect of departing from this earthly existence or their love diminishing, all without having fully expressed his adoration and offered his devotion to God. The poet humbly pleads that he may be unworthy of standing in God's presence, yet requests him to summon him, while there is still time for him to serve God faithfully. In this devotional song, Tagore's love and devotion for God radiate through a tapestry of flower imagery. He surrenders himself entirely to God, offering his love, his poetry, and his very essence. With utmost reverence, he pleads God to envelop him in his divine presence. Tagore compares himself to a blossoming flower, humble and devoid of vibrant hues or captivating fragrance. Yet he fervently prays that God plucks this fragile flower before it wilts and falls to the ground, losing even its meager worth. While the act of being plucked may cause pain, the poet perceives it as an extraordinary honor to be chosen by God's hands. He suggests that even the agony of death would be a privilege if it were administered by the divine. The delicate symbolism of the flower represents the ephemeral beauty of human life, while simultaneously symbolizing the blossoming of love and devotion within the poet's heart.